Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be talking about extraction methods. Of course, this will be also a brief presentation. I want to go in details of it. I will just explain the definition. So what is extraction of crude drugs? This is a separation of medicinal active constituent of plant or animal tissues from, of course, the original plant or animal part using selective solvents. Of course, the mark is the solid residue obtained after extraction, and of course, the mainstream is the solvent that is used for extraction. The common one used is water. However, we can also use ethanol, ether, and other solvents. What are the methods of extraction? Remember, I've said here. I will just explain the types, define them. We have decoction, infusion, digestion, maceration, percolation, the Soxhlet method, or the continuous hot extraction. Expression, however, how those which are applicable to water oils, have the steam distillation, infrared, cold compression, and all those. Let us define these methods of extraction. What is decoction? Because decoction, this is obtained by macerating the herbal material in water, and of course herbal materials are cut in small, sizable. This is a common one which is used by these herbalists, by these people. Cut into sizable sizes, particles, and then boiled in sufficient quantity of water in the decoction apparatus or anything for a period of time until at least it has reached half. And of course, it can either be add more water, then you get your decoction. Of course, it has advantages, has steps and disadvantages. The infusion technique, of course, this is enclosing the drug in a bag and suspending it over a level of water or a perforated shape and is boiled. This is the one that we used to extract tea leaves. If in case you're having a tea bag at home, what you are using to extract the tea leaves from the bag into the water is what we call infusion. You're infusing, water is entering into the bag and infusing out with the tea leaves. Now, in the tea leaves, of course, we have caffeine, what you're interested in. Of course, the color, the dark color. Of course, we have the maceration method. In this method, the solid or powdered drug are placed in a stoppered container and with the solvent and allowed to stand for some time. I think you know that funnel maceration product for some time with constant agitation. Again, I'm sure you have these diagrams and the advantages and disadvantages and the steps which can be followed. They are found in official books, or you can search online, you can get them, or you can contact us. Digestion method, of course, this is a form of maceration, but here we're having heat. We're having gentle heat. Gentle heat is applied. But of course, the material is left to stand as in maceration, but you're applying gentle heat. Gentle heat is applied, and by using it carried out in digester. Let's go to percolation. This method is a continuous flow of solvent through a bed of crude drug. Because I'm sure you know that percolator. So this percolator is used for boiling tea, but this is a different equipment. A narrow cone-shaped vessel open at both ends. It is used this one. And of course, I'm sure you're aware of the Soxhlet method. The method uses Soxhlet apparatus. It consists of a body of extractor attached to the side tube and a siphon tube. I'm sure you know that diagram. That diagram. So you know how to draw it, the advantages and disadvantages, the application, everything, which I'm sure you have. Steam distillation, because I'm speaking to students or people who have at least some knowledge in this. Steam distillation, this is the most popular because it's an extract essential oil. I'm sure we have, you know, distillation from primary. We have been doing distillation, that apparatus. Let's go to infrared. This is, of course, one of the oldest methods, which is extract essential oil. You get the petals, you impregnate them, you put them on the vegetable fat, and they become infused, and the fat becomes infused within the oil, and of course you extract it from the oil. This one. You can have cold and hot. Of course, when hot, you can warm the oil. Cold compression involves because you compress the fruits, you pierce them to squeeze out the juice. You extract out the oils. Actually, you have to prick the peel, pick the peel of the orange to get those citrus component. Of course, sponge. Of course, we know what you mean by sponge. Sponge, you have a sponge. Of course, in a sponge, you put it on the drug, it extracts the component, then you extract it from the sponge. And very many other presentations. Now remember, this is a short presentation on extraction, but all these methods which I've explained above, they have a structure, they have an apparatus, they have advantages, the application and disadvantages. Thank you very much for listening to me. I always remain Wilson. As brought to you by M Pharma Training Solutions. Contact us for more information. I shall always reply. And thank you.